Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Saturday, the 18th of June 2022. Thanks for joining me. I think this deck is called the Mythic Tarot. So I want to use these cards today. I'm just going to show you some of them. You can see that these are all scenes from kind of mythology. So I think this is Prometheus, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to choose 3 cards here to see what the tarot has to say about Saturday and what energy you'll be working with. I bought these cards secondhand, and they've got a really unique kind of vibe to them. First of all, the cards themselves are really soft, and there's this kind of gentle voice associated with them, which is very interesting because it's certainly not coming from me. Okay, let's see what the cards want you to know about Saturday. Oopsie. First card. The sun. Isn't that Apollo, the sun god? That's super positive. Temperance. Also great, and both major arcana cards. And finally, the Eight of Pentacles, which I think we had yesterday as well. So the theme yesterday and today seems to be that remembering who you are and how much power you actually have just as an individual will allow you to see your own life in a more balanced way. And when you have that balance in place, you can skip across the rainbow and do work that really makes you feel alive and full of joy and pride for what you've done. And you can be super prolific in your output, in whatever it is you're creating. So it's a day of personal strength, and I'm just being told as I'm talking that it's also a great day for relationships, because each person is doing their best here. Each person is coming from a good place and they're working towards something. The sun here he is working towards shining his light and living life to the full and playing his lute and being present in the moment. The Temperance card is busy working on letting go of negativity and finding a more enlightened path through life. And then the Eight of Pentacles, he's just working in a practical sense. He's making these discs and he's focused on creating as much of them or producing as much of them as he possibly can. So all of them are focused on work. And if you usually meet someone who's like-minded or who's in a similar spot in life to where you are, then you have something in common and you can connect and you can share your experiences and say, this is what worked for me, this is what didn't work. And then you can have a great, easy conversation where everyone feels connected and they have a personal interest in what's being discussed. And it allows you to bond very nicely with those people. So I'm getting that it's a great day to make friends. It's a great day to meet new colleagues and to connect. But also it's a wonderful time to have to meet someone who you can have a more profound relationship with, because one, you're in the same boat and you're likely to encounter people who are aligned with what you're doing. But second of all, this is about joy, this is about balance, this is about being productive. So the people you engage with increase your own ability to create and to be prolific in your work. But also they make you feel emotionally balanced and happy. So please do pay attention to the people you run into on this day. They're very likely to have something super valuable and positive to offer you. And there is the potential for great new relationships to start on this day. So first of all, the sun. In this deck, I don't think they're telling us the numbers. I think the sun is the 19th card in the major arcana. Let me just check. Yeah, the sun is 19, temperance I think is 14, is it? Yes, 14, and then 8 is obviously 8. Okay, so the sun, the 19th card in the major arcana, there are only 21 cards in the major arcana. So by the time you get to the 19th, you're pretty experienced and you've been through the mill. You've been through the Hanged Man, Death, the Emperor, Temperance. So it's been a journey, and by the time you get to the sun, you realize that the one person who helped you get through all of this stuff is you. And what you realize, just because your life provides evidence, is that you're a lot stronger than you realize. And there's something in you which is like a diamond. It's indestructible. It's super solid. It can cut glass. It can overcome anything else that you face in life. And also it sparkles and it's very pretty. So not only, by the time you get to the sun, not only do you realize that you're strong and resilient and that you can do a lot more than you thought you could, but that you also have something special working for yourself that other people will enjoy and look to and say, wow, if he can do it, then maybe I can do it too. It kind of inspires people and it allows you to get in touch with your inner child. Usually in the sun card, we've got a giant sun in the back, a white horse and a little kid riding that horse and having a great time. Here it's different because we've got Apollo with his instrument, with his harp or lute, or let me know in the comments what that is. I'm not very musically gifted. And he's living in the moment and he is doing what makes him happy. So he's the grown-up version of the inner child who says, do you know what? I'm not going to compromise myself. I know who I am and I'm going to live my life in a way that's enjoyable to me. So it's not just resilience, but it's also the confidence to say, I'm on this planet. I can ask myself, what can I do to make me happy? And that isn't selfish, it's reasonable and important so that I actually do move in the right direction. So in this deck, the sun card is very different because we have two pillars here and this little roof, which creates a doorway. And in the tarot, all the doorways are called gate cards and they lead to something else. So by tapping in to this lightness of being, to this ability to enjoy life and to say, oh my God, I'm so amazing. I can do all these things I never realized. Just that awareness of yourself and who you are, it opens a door where you can, in this case, walk into a beautiful environment where the grass is beautifully taken care of. I mean, we don't have these weeds everywhere. It's beautiful and you can kind of walk barefoot. And then you have these trees. So the ability to breathe and to enjoy nature and to enjoy all the simple, natural, loving things in life. And also, you may think I'm reading too much into this now, but we've got two trees very close next to each other. So I'm saying that seeing your true self and seeing the positive parts of yourself will then allow you to move through life in that particular way. And other people will be attracted to it because they're like, oh my God, Apollo is gorgeous and happy and delightful. Plus he can play an instrument. I want him in my life. So I think the response you get from other people today is very, very positive because you're putting your best foot forward. Next, we've got Temperance, and Temperance usually shows an angel dipping her toe in the water and a path to enlightenment opening up like on one side of the pond. So once you've exited, you can have a more enjoyable journey. Here we've got the angel also dipping her toe in the water, but I don't know where the other leg is. Is that on the ground or is it also in the water? Ultimately, it means dipping your toe in the water. So getting in touch with your own feelings. That's what creates this rainbow that opens up a new path for you. It gives you a new idea on how you can behave and progress through life that's different from the way you're operating right now. And also, getting in touch with your feelings today is really easy because there aren't all these horrors that you're getting in touch with. You're getting in touch with Apollo, the sun god, who's happy and who's playing his instrument. So feeling your feelings isn't going to be overly difficult on this day because most of them are positive. So allow yourself to sink into this pond, feel all the good stuff, and then watch the rainbow appear. So that's a metaphor for watch these great positive new ideas for the way you can live your life appear in your own mind's eye. Pick one and go for it. Finally, the Eight of Pentacles is a minor arcana card, so it's a temporary influence. And the Eight of Pentacles is a man who works very hard and who likes his job and who works to create a better future for himself. And as you can see, again, it's a gate card. So by choosing a different way a different way forward, based on these happy, positive emotions, the card is saying you're very, very likely to get an idea of what you can do in a practical sense, whether it's paid work or not, or unpaid work is irrelevant. You're able to find a hobby or a job that you really love doing. And by doing this job, you feel creatively fulfilled, you feel empowered, and you feel like you're doing something which speaks to your soul. Like you're in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. It's perfect. It doesn't just stop there though. So not only do you find a new hobby or a new job or something that you absolutely adore, by doing that and saying, okay, I've had the idea for this new way of living, I'm going to actually do it. That then opens another doorway into a future where your emotions are totally balanced, you feel grounded, and things work nicely together. So water is feminine, earth is feminine. Both elements mean that you can adapt the physical realm and the world based on what you feel. And because it's so balanced, you're feeling good things and you're able to create more good, which other people will respond to. So this new venture that appears to you on this day, really please do pay attention to it, because it's like the key to a happy future. And I know that's a big statement, but it really is. And I said that at 11:11 in this video, and 11 first of all is the master number of service. 11:11 I always see as the 4 of wands in the tarot, because you have 2 wands there, 2 wands there, and it creates another doorway into a happier future. So not only are you able to feel good, you're also able to resolve any kind of issues around, I don't feel very productive, what could I actually do that I would enjoy? That becomes apparent to you what that thing is, and then by doing it, you're creating a whole different future for yourself. So this is not a day to dismiss. It's certainly nothing to sneeze at. It's important, it's good, it's amazing. Okay, so number-wise, we've got 19 and 8 is 27. 27 and 14 is 41. 4 and 1 is 5, and 5 is freedom in numerology. So let me just double check that. 14 and 8 is 22, and 19 is 41. Yeah. So 5 is about loosening these things that keep you stuck and that make you feel rigid and like you don't have a choice. And it's really easy again today to tap into this sense of freedom and to create actual freedom in your life. Feel Apollo's, the sun god's happy vibes that he's presenting to you. Feel those feelings, which again isn't that hard. If I'm happy, I'm going to be willing to feel the happiness. If I'm depressed, I'm less likely to be willing to go there. So today it's easy to get in touch with your own feelings and then let them transport you via this rainbow to a much more productive and fulfilling chapter of your own life. I love it. I love it when the cards present us with these kind of days, because it's like your life is not set in stone. It can change like that if you make a decision to change your mindset. And the future is not written. You get to write it. Super empowering. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on the book your reading button to order your reading with me. And in my personal readings, I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology. So if you have any questions about your ideal job, the work that you ought to be doing, how to get in touch with your feelings, how to create an environment that makes you feel happier, or to live a life that's more fulfilling, or if you have any questions around moving, or what car to buy, or relationships, or finances, or personal development, or whatever is on your mind at the moment, please do get in touch with me for a personal reading. And if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up. Please hit subscribe and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Oh, and before I go, because this is a Saturday, by being out in nature and taking the time you have for yourself and just enjoying, that is productive. So don't feel guilty if you're having a good time. That's what leads to even better things. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.